Welcome to Goshen Prepping. Thank you for joining us. As the feds raise interest rates to counteract inflation, well, it's making it so getting into a home and keeping your home is very difficult since mortgage rates are so high. But the actual ramifications of this are far worse than you think. From USA Today, the Fed's inflation fighting tactic was effective in cooling the housing market. What now? First off, isn't that interesting? The Feds never admitted that they're actually trying to cool off the housing market. They were trying to slow down inflation. But I think they let the cat out of the bag as far as what their real intentions were. For the first time in 11 years, home prices dropped year over year in February as mortgage rates more than doubled following the Fed's consecutive interest rate hikes, curbing affordability. And you can certainly see this. It's been relatively steady all throughout the years as far as the interest rates. Post-pandemic, they dropped, and now, of course, we're actually at an all-time high, all-time for the last couple decades. And because of this, from Newsweek, housing market going into a very frightening time, investors warn. And it's very interesting in this article, not from what they intended. A billionaire investor is sounding the alarm on the real estate market over a decade after he profited mightily off the housing market crash. In other words, when the 2008 housing bubble collapsed, the market crashed and he profited very well in buying up houses. He says that's changing though. And although it's, sob story for you, Mr. Billionaire, what's it happening and what's it causing for the rest of us? And from Yahoo Finance, this is what it's explaining. It's going to get ugly. This CEO has issued a dire warning about U.S. real estate, saying areas will be destroyed. The commercial real estate market is tumbling toward a crash that could be as devastating as the 2008-09 crisis. He sounded the alarm about the state of the U.S. commercial real estate market, and he said the party is over, unfortunately. The office market is going to be destroyed. Hotels are going to be destroyed. It's going to get ugly. And we're not just talking about businesses going out of business, which is happening now, which happened catastrophically during the Great Depression. This spills over to the housing market as well, and that's where we get affected. And he said the safe haven in real estate, there's one estate niche that is riding out this wave, multifamily real estate. And because of sky-high property prices and mortgage rates, renting has become the only option for a lot of Americans. This has all kind of been a perfect storm for the multifamily business. If you're keen to investing in multifamily real estate, there are two ways to get involved. And I don't care about their two ways of getting involved. I really don't. It has to do with you and me. Let's show what's happening because of this. Because of this, corporations are buying homes. Why? This article is a discussion on BlackRock, Zillow, iBuyers, and a bunch of others too. And here it is. There's an upsetting trend that has emerged in the real estate market. It's only gotten worse. The continued growth of institutional funds and their continued efforts to buy up residential real estate property. How bad is this? These companies bought 18% of all homes sold in the U.S. in 2021. Corporations bought nearly 1/5 of all the homes that hit the market. It's a trend that only continued in 2022, and it's one of the many factors driving up home prices across the U.S. In fact, we've even heard about horror stories about companies who systematically outbid the competition, which is typically families trying to become homeowners. They can do this because of the equity of the property. The companies have deep pockets to outbid families for the houses on the market. Then they turn around and turn those same properties into rentals. And now those same families can't own a home, have to rent from them. And their strength in numbers as these corporations really pull together the resources and buy these homes. And BlackRock seems to be the worst about this. A multinational investment management company. It's received tons of flack because of other institutional investors are gobbling up U.S. homes. And literally what these corporations do is when they find homes on the market, they consistently outbid whatever the highest bid is for the home by $1. So if a family offers $200,000, then these algorithms will automatically put in 200,001 to always outbid them until eventually the family caves in. They can't do it anymore, and the corporations buy these homes. So this is, by the way, socialism at its finest. Instead of the government pushing socialism, which it's doing too, it actually joins with the corporations. So the corporations eventually want to make it. They're the only ones that own the homes, and you and me, we won't own any homes at all. They're trying to make it so everything is completely government run. Do what you can about this. Try to get a home. Do whatever you can to try to get a home and get into it and hold on to it. And whatever you do not let it go. The prices of the home will appreciate, but getting in there is the difficult part. Keep trying, because that is actually one of the biggest things in prepping is actually having a place to go to and set up as home when the crap hits the fan. Thank you for watching.